Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hi, this is Michelle Martin Dobbins, and this is another episode of Adventures in Alchemy. And today I want to talk to you about law of attraction lessons learned from a puppy. And this is a podcast based on a blog post I wrote a while back because I wrote it at the time our dog Lily was 4 months old. And she is a little over 2 now. So dealing with her and the way things go with life with a dog is a lot different than a puppy, but it's fun for me to look at this and think about what I learned when she was a puppy and how it related to the law of attraction. And maybe I need to write a whole different one about lessons from a dog because I'm learning some new stuff from her now. But as you've learned, sometimes if you've ever had a puppy, it's a challenge, and sometimes when we're learning new lessons on how the universe works, it can be a challenge too. But guess what? Both are fun and very rewarding. So these are my 5 ways that I found that a puppy is like a universe. Number 1 is pretend that all is well and the puppy and the universe will come out to play. Otherwise, it's just content to sit under the bed and chew on a shoe. But, like when you cajole, you fuss, you beg, you please, you try to reach your arm and pull them out. No, they're going to sit there and chew in the middle of the bed on your most expensive shoe. If you go sit over in the corner and read a book and just, go about life as usual, then they want to come out and see what's going on. Same with manifesting. If we chase our desires around, we beg them to come out, it's just not going to happen as easily. And it's much more work than happily going along with life and letting it come to you. In fact, I had noted on here that if you go to Jonette Ma's website, which is incredibly wonderful, Good Vibe blog, she has a blog post and you could probably search it about how not to chase a dog in order to catch it. And it's that same principle, when you're trying to get something or you're resisting not having it. It's so much harder to get it. I know it's a paradox, but it's how it works. Second law of attraction lesson from a puppy is that puppies and the universe need clear directions. Maybe the universe less so, but I think our vibration can give directions whether or not we're being real specific. So I hadn't had a puppy when we got our dog in over 30 years, so I didn't realize how much repetition, redirection, reinforcement they need us to keep refocusing them and tell them not to chew the shoe, chew this. And so when we're doing that, we have to keep on a routine, and we have to kind of do the same thing with our vibration, with what we're telling the universe. Because if we tell the universe we want to get a fabulous new job, but we missed the interview because we're nervous or we weren't sure, or we call in sick to our current job. We're not focusing on what we want, and we're not giving clear directions to the universe. And, the universe likes clear directions, clear vibration from us saying that this is what I want. But if you are thinking that's what you want, but your actions are different, you're going to get confused results. If you want a dog that doesn't beg, don't feed it at the table. Same with your law of attraction and your manifesting. You might need to change your strategy sometimes. Like what works to lure the puppy out of the kennel one day may not work the next. The same goes for manifesting. Sometimes you have a strategy and a technique and it works really well for you for a while, and then it doesn't. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with a technique. I think it's just that your energy shifted around it, you got bored with it, or it became work and it wasn't fun. And so there's always new things to do and to try. Just like the last episode, I told you about all kinds of different ways you can meditate. So, when you get tired of one, try another. There's all kinds of things that you can do to line up your vibration. Number 4, ways that the universe and the puppy are related. They respond to treats and or appreciation for a job well done. Your puppy loves getting treats for doing tricks and following orders coming in when they're called, and they remember that. Well, the universe also likes to know it's doing a good job. And I don't necessarily think that this is so much for the universe as it is for us, but when we appreciate and thank the universe or God or angels or our higher selves or whoever we feel is helping us on our life's journey, it is good for us and good for our vibration. And the last way is, if all else fails, try tummy rubs and kisses, or in the case of the universe, adoration. Just getting mad and getting angry with a puppy doesn't work. And getting mad and getting angry with life doesn't work either. And sometimes we do both, and that's okay. And then we just say, okay, we got that out, moving forward. Come here, let me pat you on the head. And, with life too, it's okay to get upset, but also when you want to get that vibration going again and you want to see more magic in your life, you've got to shift your thinking. So those are the 5 ways that I felt like puppy training was kind of like law of attraction training. I would love to hear if you have anything in your life where you've worked with a cat or a dog or an animal and you've seen some correlation. Send me an email or post me on my Facebook page or tweet at me on Twitter. You can find me on dailyalchemy.com. Thanks. Have a magical day. Namaste.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com/Michelle Dobbins, author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.